Good morning, boys. We will continue that exercise number 10.1, question number 11. In the 11, you are asked to find out three, that you have to find the feasible solution under the three concepts: northwest corner rule, least cost method, and Vogel's approximation method. See, northwest corner rule, northwest means you have to keep it in your mind, first element in the first row. Then you have to see the corresponding supply and demand, which one is the least one, you substitute and subtract. So, any one get 0, so either the column or row should be vanished. Then you have to take again the first element of the first row in the left side, not on the right side. First element of the first row on the left side. And again you have to check the corresponding that supply values and demand values, which one is the least one, substitute over there, and you will get one row or one column will be ending 0. So, strike it out and proceed. Least cost method, you have to take the least, what is the least cost in this given problem, that you have to take as circulate corresponding supply and row. So, you have to find out the answer, that is least corner method. Then VAM method. So, the VAM method only you may be find very difficult, but it is not a difficult, that is very easy, that we will see one more time. I will teach. Already I taught one problems. Now the sum number 11, exercise number 10.1, that is VAM method. There are three methods, but first two you can do it yourself. Then third method I will teach. So 1, 2, 6, 7. The next one 0, 4, 2, 12. Then 3, 1, 5, demand is 11. So, this is demand, and here will be coming supply. So, what is our supply? 10, 10, 10. So, you must add. When both the totals are same only, the feasible solution will be exist, otherwise it does not exist, that you know very well. So, add 30, 30. So, feasible solution exists. So, now what is the first rule for VAM method? You have to find the penalty 1, row wise as well as column wise. That is very, very important. Clear? Row wise penalty you have to write this side, column wise penalty you should write down of the tabular column. Clear? What is the penalty? Difference between the least successive cost. Difference between the least successive cost. So, what is the least cost? These two, 2 minus 1 and 2 is the least one, 2 minus 1, 1, penalty 1, and here 0, 0 minus 2, that is 2, and here 3 minus 1 is 2. If you made a mistake, then you will get wrong answer. Be careful, don't subtract 6 and 7 very close to each other, not like that. I said very clearly, least successive cost. So, what is the least cost? 1. What is the next successive of least 1? 2 is there. So, you can take the 2. 2 minus 1, 1. So, least cost 0. What is the next least cost after 0? 2. So, you have to take these 2. Clear? Likewise, 3 minus 1. Now, you go for column wise, 0 minus 1, 1, 2 minus 1, 1, 2 minus 5 minus 2, that is 3, penalty 1. So, this is the way of finding the penalty. After find out the penalty means what difference. After find out the penalty, you check, take maximum penalty, both column wise, row wise, which penalty is maximum one. So, 3 is the maximum penalty. So, just you have to see the corresponding columns, corresponding column. In the corresponding columns, which one is least cost? Clear? The difference between the least cost method and this one, here by using the penalty, you have to take least cost. Whereas the least cost direct method, you can take directly without finding the penalty. That is the difference. Clear? Only difference between the previous method and this one is, here you have to, with the help of the penalty, maximum penalty, you have to find out the least cost. Whereas in the previous method, straight away you can find least cost in the tabular column. Clear? This is more accuracy. So, maximum penalty 3, corresponding column, the least cost is 2, circulate, and corresponding rows and column you have to see the supply and demand, don't see the penalty. Some of the boys may be confused with this penalty. So, this is separate concept. This penalty is only to find out the least cost in which row and which column. That is the purpose. So now this corresponding demand 12, supply 10. Which one is least? 10. So it becomes 0. Here will come 2. That's all. Now you have to strike it out. Penalty 1. Now we go to penalty 2, that is P2. Again, then which one is get 0? This is get, so you have to eliminate this one. This you know very well, isn't it? As usual, you have to eliminate the particular column. Now you have to check same 3 minus 1. Sorry, 0 minus 1. No changes in the 1, but here there is no column. It is eliminated, so leave it. Now go to, this is P2. There also P2, difference is no changes. Here the changes will come 4 because this is eliminated, therefore 4 minus 0, 4. The next one 3 minus 1, 2. Now tell me in the penalty 2, which one is the greater one? 4 is the greater one. You see the corresponding rows, which one is the least one? 0 is the least one, so circle it. Compare the supply and demand. Demand is 2, so this will become 8. This will become 0. Clear? It is eliminated. Now penalty 2. These also should be. These penalty 1, P1, P2. You do it with the pencil. When you strike out the elements in the tabular column, use only pencil. That will be better. Clear? So now you have to find out P3. P3, 3 minus 1, 2. 2 minus 1, 1. No column, so leave it. Here, 2 minus 1, P3, 1. But there is no values, it will be eliminated. Then here 2. So out of these 2, we have how many 2's? 3 minus 1 is also 2. And 3 minus 1. So you will get how many 2's? 2 2's. Here you have to see that which one you have to take always. You have to see the first one 2 2 1. So I am consider this is 2. You itself take any one arbitrary value, that is your wish. When ranks are both penalties are same, you have to take any one, that is your wish. Clear? So now I am taking these 2, corresponding the value will be, what is that? 1, least value is 1, corresponding supply and demand. This is 7, it will become 0, this will become how much? 1. So strike it out. That's all. Clear? Now you have to find out the difference. So you can able to find out only the difference is what? P4, nothing. You cannot find. Here you can find out 1. What about this side? Eliminated, no rank. You cannot find rank over here. Clear? So which one is getting 0? This will be getting 0, eliminate it. That is very important. Now you are able to find out the penalty for only which one? The third one. Others is not possible. So again 2 is the maximum one. So least value is what? 10. This is 10, 0. This is 1. So which one is the element is left? This is only the element is left. See the corresponding supply and demand? Same. So when the final value will be equal, otherwise your answer is wrong. So 0, 0. Now you have to find the solution. Before that you have to check whether all the remainders are 0, 0, 0. See, everything is 0, 0. No remainders are with the numbers, everything is 0. Therefore solution is 7 into 1 plus 2 into 0, 3 into 1 plus 1 into 10 plus 2 into 10. Anything else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So simplify, you will get answer. So this is the method to do VAM. Penalty 1, penalty. This will be very careful. If any columns or row is eliminated, you cannot find any penalty. So just leave this with the dash, putting dash like that and proceed. You will get answer. Now we will go to the next exercise, assignment problems. Today we will complete this chapter. We have one more exercise. That is also very simple. You practice at home these three methods. Surely you will get 5 more questions. Now assignment problem, that is then it is better than the transportation problem. So advanced technology for the transportation problem is called assignment problem. So assignment problem is very simple one. You have to see the question number 4 in exercise number 10.2. That is very simple. I will work out only one problem. So remaining problems you have to do it at home. Clear? 17, 25, 31, 10, 25, 16, 12, 14, 11. Here there is no demand and supply. It is given only some values, isn't it? So first, what is the rule? First rule, see the first row. In the first row, which one is the least value? In first row, the least value is what? 17. First you find out the least values in each row. 17. Subtract 17 from the first row only. 0. 17 minus 17, 0. 25 minus 17. What will be the answer? 15 minus 7, 8. Clear? That is 8. Use calculator. Then 17 minus 31, 14. I make this. Again you take second row. First you have to go for row wise. First row least value, subtract. Because 17 is the least value. Subtract, you will get answer. What is the least value in the second row? 10. Subtract 10 minus 10, 0. 15, 6. Then what is the least value in the third row? 11. Subtract 1, 3, 0. Take the least value in each row and subtract in the particular rows, you will get 0. Now you have to check, this row have 1 0, this row have one more 1 0, the last row also has 1 0. Likewise, you have to check now column wise, whether the column consisting at least 1 0. Here how many zeros in the first column? 2 zeros. Okay. But second column? No 0. So in such a case, you have to do the same process by taking the column wise least cost. What is the least cost? In the second column, 3, because I will need each row, each column consisting at least 1 0. Here there is no 1 0, therefore you have to subtract the least value from the greater one. Clear? The last column has 0, so no need to disturb. In the second column only I don't have a 0, so I have to make the zeros in the second column, for which I have to take the least cost among these 3 values, that is 3, subtract, you will get the next one 8, 5, 14, 0, that is 12, 6, 1, 0, 0. Now you please check, this row have 1 0, second row have 0, third row also 0, 2 zeros, doesn't matter. First column 2 0, second column 0, third also has consisting zeros. So your tabular column is correct now. Clear? So what is the first rule? Take the least element in the row, subtract, you will get. Then you take least value in the second row, subtract next one. Then you take least value in the third one, subtract, you will get answer. Then you have to check whether all the rows have zeros. Rows have zeros. Now you have to check the same way like column also. Column have zeros. This column doesn't have zeros. So therefore, you take least value, subtract from this element, I got answer like this. Now third column has 0, so no need to disturb. Clear? Are you clear or not clear? It's very simple. Now, first you have to take first 0 over here. Just circle it. Do you have any zeros? No. You have to take a row which consisting exactly 1 0. When the row consisting 2 zeros like this, you cannot take this is box. Your answer is wrong. Clear? So don't make a box for the zeros whether the rows or column consisting more than 1 0. You have to circle the 0 where it is in row or column should be exactly how many zeros? 1 0. So, where row or column consisting exactly 1 0, you put box. When the row or column consisting more than 1 0, you don't put box. Clear? Here I have only 1 0 in the row. Clear? So, I circle it. Then you have to see any zeros under this column is there, put into mark. Clear? So, no zeros are left, leave it. Here how many zeros are there? 2 zeros. So, you don't check row wise. First you have to check row wise. When the row consisting exactly 1 0, put the box. If any zeros under the column, put into mark. Then you see the last row, we have 2 zeros, you don't put box. Now I checked all the rows. Now you go for column wise. Already column 1 0. So now you have to see this column. This column have exactly how many zeros? 1 0, put the box. Then straight to this row 0. So strike it out. Clear? You have to make the box for the zeros which the row or column consisting exactly 1 0. Here the row is consisting 1 0, so I put the box. Corresponding column you have to check whether you have zeros or not. If it is zeros under this first column, you put into mark for all the zeros. Clear? Then you have to see that next row there is no zeros are left. Then you go for the third row. Third row we have how many zeros? 2 zeros. In such a case you don't put box for the first zero. Not allowed. Only 1 0 should be there in each rows. That's all. If it is more than 1 0, you do not make the box. Now column wise, already this column is marked. Again I am checking the second column. 1 0 is there in second column. So I put the box. Corresponding row is 0. So input into. But solution is exists. You cannot say this is solution. If there is 3 rows, you must have 3 boxes. Here we have 3 rows. But we have how many boxes? 2 boxes. So our answer is wrong. But you have to find out. Then you have to apply some little bit that general IQ. There is a rule. So here we have 3 rows. Subtract 3 rows. That is minus 1. You will get how much? 2. So strategy lines you have to use only 2 lines. If it is 4 by 4, then you have to subtract 4 minus 1 how much? 3. You can use 3 strategy lines. Clear? 2 strategical line or 3 strategical line depends upon the question. Here 3 by 3, therefore 3 minus 1 2. That's a formula. Clear? If it is 4 by 4, you have to write 4 minus 1 3. You have to use 3 strategical lines. What is meant by strategical lines? Very simple. You have to cover the number of zeros by using 2 lines or 3 lines, depends upon the question. You may have a right to use 2 lines like this. For example, I consider this is eliminated, this is eliminated. But these 2 are left. It is not, these 2 zeros are not covered by the line. Clear? So you don't think that the 2 lines can be drawn anywhere in the tabular column, in the table. That is not allowed. 3 rows, so you have to subtract 3 minus 1 2. If it is 4, you have to write 4 minus 1, that is 3. Now you have used only 2 lines. When you draw the 2 lines consisting all the zeros, in such a way you have to draw. If you draw like this, 1 0 for one line, 1 0 covered. Another line zeros covered. But what about these 2 lines? These 2 zeros, it is not covered. Therefore, your answer is wrong. So now I draw the line like this. You see, all the zeros are covered, including the number. Doesn't matter whether the number is included in the line. If you draw the line like this way and this one, these 2 zeros will be remains in the tabular in the table. That is not allowed. So when you started to draw the line, you don't take 3 lines. That is not allowed. That's what I am saying. The 3 rows mean 3 minus 1 that is 2. So you have to take only 2 lines, where the 2 lines should cover all the zeros. See, it is covered. Now in this process, which one is least one? 5. Circle it. Now you go for another one diagram, that is after this. These 2 lines are intersecting which place? At 1. Add the least cost to this one. Don't disturb the other one. Then you subtract this one. 5 minus 5, 0. 9. No disturbance. 12 minus 5, 7, 1. These two lines are intersecting. In this place, if you got a 0, you should add the least value. 5 plus 1, 6. No disturbance. I got the last one. Are you clear? So, you draw the line. That line should consisting all the zeros. In such a way, you have to use the line. Don't use 3 lines. You have to use only 2 lines because there are only 3 rows. Now, the remaining elements, in that remaining elements, you have to take the least one, subtract the least cost, the remaining elements in the table and add this least cost with the intersecting point. Clear? That is 1 plus 5, 6. The remaining you have to subtract and write, and the line which is only one line is passing through, those elements should not be disturbed. You can write as it is. Even if you have some number like 5, you have to write 5 as it is. Clear? Don't disturb the straight line passing through the zeros. Only you have to change by intersecting point, not for other cases. Then you have to subtract these 3. So now as usual, what is the rule? You have to take a row which consists exactly 1 0. Here we have 2 0, so not possible. Strike it out. 2 0, no possible. Now second column, 2 zeros, not possible. Third one, so corresponding, striked out. That's all. Clear? So now you have to take these values. Where are the zeros are there? 25 plus 10 plus, what is the last one? 11. Simplify, you will get how much? 46. Answer is 46. So, where all the boxes is there, corresponding values you have to take and add, you will get answer. So, this is very careful. You should know how to draw the line. When you draw the line should consisting more number of zeros. Then what are the elements are remainder? You take the least one and subtract the least cost from the remaining 3 elements. You got answer like this. Then you add the least cost with the interesting points. Then you can start with the first row. This first row consisting 2 0, you cannot take. Second row only 1 0, so I circle it, but above the 0 you have 1 0, so strike it out. Then third row, no 2 zeros are available, not possible. Then second column, not possible. Then third column 1 0, corresponding the rows with 0 into the remaining only 1 0 is left. Clear? This is your answer. So the same model you go to the sum number 6. After that, we will go to the last exercise. That is sum number 1, 8, 26, 17, 11, 28, 4, 26, as usual method, you have to see this one. This is the question number 6 in exam sum number 10.2, 6th sum. What is the least cost? 8. Subtract, you will get 0. 26 minus A is 26 minus 8, how much? 18. This will be 9. This is 3. The next one, what is the least cost? 4. Subtract, that is 9. 24, 0, 22. What is the last one? The third row, it is 15 is the least one. Subtract, you will get 13. This is 4, 3, 0. The last one is 9. 0, 26 minus 9 is 26 minus 9. That is 17. 24 minus 9, 15. That is 1. Row wise I got a 0. Now you have to check. This column have zeros, but this column doesn't have zeros. Take 4 and subtract. Clear? You will get the third one, that is 0. This is first table, this is second table. Now you will see the third table. Third table, no changes in the first column. The next one 4, 14, 20, 0, 13. The last one no changes because the column also consisting 0. The last two column also no need to change because we have 1 0. Now very simple, as usual you have to do it. This row consisting exactly 1 0. So box corresponding this cancelled. The next row no 0. So leave it. Third one you cannot take because 2 zeros. You cannot take, 2 zeros are there. Then last one doesn't matter. Then first column clear. Now you have to see no zeros, 1 0, but the last one doesn't have any zeros. Therefore, we have only how many boxes? 1, 2, 3. But you should have how many zeros? How many boxes? 4 boxes. Because 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. So 4 minus 1, which will give you 3. So now you have to take 3 lines to cover all the zeros. In such a way, you have to take. This is your problem. You please check one more time. And sometimes I made mistakes. Please rectify that and proceed. Clear. So you have to check and you have to use how many strategical line? Only 3 strategical line to cover the number of zeros. You can take 1, 2, 3. Clear. 1, 2, then what is that? 3. We have 3 intersecting points. You have to check the remaining, the 14, 3, 20, 22, 13, 1. Least cost is 1. Subtract 1 from all these elements. Add 1, 2, 3, that is 4. Add 1, 2, what is that? 13, which will give you, what is that? Which will give you 4. Here I made mistakes. So what is the least cost in this one? 4. Okay, okay. Correct. So you can add 1 to the 13, 14, then we can proceed as usual. Clear? I draw only the line. You check the least cost out of the remaining elements 1. Add 1 to the intersecting points 13 and 3. Don't disturb the numbers 0, 9, 0, this 0, 0, 0. You have to add 1 to the intersecting points. Here, this. Then you have to subtract that least cost from the remaining elements which are not marked by the straight line. Then you go for the as usual method. You will get answer. You try, otherwise in the next class I will teach. Now we will go to the sum number, exercise number 10.3. That is the last exercise of this chapter. Please be careful of using that minus and plus sign. This is minimax and maximin. This is very simple. Only 3 problems are there. They will ask on simple questions. That exercise number 10.3, question number 1, minimax, max, minimum. Second one, mini-max. Very simple. There is a tabular column. I straight away write down the tabular column alone. 10 minus 40, 60 minus 20, and 150. Find first the minimum value, then maximum value. What is the minimum value of these two? Minimum. What is the minimum value? 40. Maximum value 60. Minimum value minus 10. Minimum minus. What is that? Maximum mini. What is the meaning for maximum mini? You have to take that maximum value of, that is maximum value of the minimum one. Maximum of minimum value. What is the maximum of the minimum value? This is the minimum. In this column, this is the minimum column. In this minimum column, which one is maximum? 40. That's all answer. Clear? So 40 is tried to 40 is tried to which one? S1. So S1 is better. Or you can write as it is 40. The next question, minimax. Bracket is not nice, just for your understanding purpose. In maximum value, you take minimum. That is the meaning. In maximini, in minimum value, you have to take maximum one. In the minimum column, you have maximum one 40. Corresponding S1 is better than minimax. What is the minimum value in maximum one? 10. So 10 is corresponding to which one? S2. That's all. This is the process. Maximin, minimax, you have to write down that result. Clear? Likewise, we will go to the next one. Same concept, very simple. You have to either you have to write a statement or you have to write the answer alone, doesn't matter. Clear? So you have to find that minimum value, maximum value. Then to find the maximum minimum, what is the maximum value in the minimum column? Write down the answer. Similarly for minimax, under the maximum, which one is the minimum value you have to take, and corresponding that S2 strategy you have to write, it is better or not in better. Clear? So next sum. So only 4 problems that will continue complete today itself. So again I will teach assignment 10.2, that assignment problems in the next class. Okay, now we have the columns 8,000, 3,500, then 5,000. The next column 4,500, again 4,500, 5,000. The last row 2,000, 5,000, here 4,000. So as usual you have to find minimum, maximum value. What is the minimum value in this one? 3,500, 5,000. What is the minimum one? 4,500, 5,000. Very simple. Minimum is 2,000. Maximum is 5,000. What is the question? Max mini. In the minimum one, what is the maximum value? 4,000. 4,000 comes in the which one? Medium. It is represent medium. Then minimax. In the minimum value, see maximum, minimax. In the maximum you have to take minimum one. There is no minimum, everything same. So 5,000. What is the tragedy for 5,000s? Both high and medium. Clear? So these are the values and these are the models to find out whether it is minimax or maximum. This will comes in 2 more questions. Surely will get 2 more questions. Clear? Otherwise, surely will get 2 more questions. In the answer for 2 is given as group CRAP C, that is 4,000 is CRAP C is given, CRAP C, that is CRAP C, it is come under CRAP C, and this 5,000 will comes under CRAP B and C. So the answer 5,000 is comes under CRAP C and B. You have to write down the result like this, otherwise if you write they will give marks. Clear? So this is the answer for the question number 2. For the answer for the question number 3 and 4, you please follow the same method. You draw the tabular column, write the minimum value, maximum value. According to the question, maximini, in the minimum column, which one is the maximum? 4,000. 4,000 stands for medium as well as CRAP C. You have to write both. Clear? Then minimax. In the maximum value, you have to take the minimum one. Nothing is there, only 5,000. 5,000 comes under both medium and high, CRAP C as well as CRAP B. Clear? Likewise, you have to complete the remaining 2 problems. In the next class, we will see again the 10.2 assignment problem, what I left. That is homework, but I will teach you in the next class. Clear? Do you have any doubt? Almost we completed the chapter, so next time onwards we will have some other program. If you have any doubt, you can ask your doubts and clear doubts during that program. Clear? Thank you, boys.